Tonight, Washington is in absolute turmoil. In a move nobody saw coming, the High Court has quietly taken an extraordinary step behind closed doors, responding to newly surfaced evidence that could alter the trajectory of an entire political landscape. Sources describe the material as highly sensitive, deeply troubling, and politically explosive. Within minutes of the leak, multiple emergency meetings erupted across Capitol Hill, with senior officials scrambling to contain the fallout. This sudden escalation has blindsided lawmakers, fractured alliances, and triggered one of the most intense nights in recent political memory. At the same time, Warren Buffett issued a rare and urgent warning, saying the growing instability could have long-term consequences the American economy is not prepared for. As the political storm intensifies, markets are signaling fear, investors are bracing, and Washington is on high alert. Let's break down exactly what happened, what the High Court is doing, and what this crisis means for the future. The situation began when a previously undisclosed batch of internal documents surfaced unexpectedly. These materials include communications between senior advisors, strategic memos, financial routing sheets, and notes from confidential meetings. What makes the leak so dangerous is that several individuals referenced in the documents had never been publicly connected to any prior investigation. That alone prompted immediate questions. A senior congressional aide described the materials as far more detailed and far more revealing than anything investigators had seen so far. One document in particular, a handwritten note from a legal aide, has raised the most alarm. Analysts believe it contradicts sworn testimony previously given in a separate inquiry. If accurate, it could signal perjury, obstruction, or coordinated misrepresentation. These possibilities forced the High Court to intervene swiftly and silently, initiating a confidential internal review to assess the severity of the situation. The High Court's actions were immediate. Staffers confirmed that the justices requested supplemental evidence from 2 lower courts, a rare and serious step that signals dissatisfaction with previous submissions. They also sought clarification on a sealed affidavit, prompting speculation about discrepancies or withheld context. A special review panel has been assigned internally, something done only in highly sensitive national matters. The court also communicated discreetly with federal advisors, indicating potential concerns about broader institutional implications. Inside Washington, panic spread quickly. Advisors closest to the center of the storm canceled scheduled strategy sessions, paused fundraising operations, and entered continuous private meetings. A source familiar with the internal dynamics described the environment as unusually tense, even for a team accustomed to high-pressure situations. Several advisors are reportedly disagreeing on how to respond, fearful that more documents could surface and escalate the crisis. Meanwhile, Congress has been thrown into confusion. 3 committees, the Oversight Committee, the Judiciary Committee, and the House Ethics Committee, were called into emergency consultations. Lawmakers are demanding access to the newly surfaced materials, arguing that the implications could affect national governance. Behind the scenes, members are calculating political risks, preparing public statements, and bracing for potential repercussions from their own constituents. Economic markets have already reacted. Futures dipped sharply, liquidity tightened, and investors shifted to defensive positions. One senior strategist warned that political instability has become the primary short-term risk to U.S. markets. Analysts say the uncertainty surrounding the High Court's review is particularly dangerous because financial systems cannot properly price risk when institutional processes appear compromised or unclear. Warren Buffett, widely known for staying silent during political drama, broke his silence today. Speaking privately to investors, he said that markets can withstand bad news, but they cannot withstand uncertainty about the system itself. He warned that if institutional conflicts deepen, economic turbulence will follow. Buffett's tone was described as somber, direct, and unusually severe, signaling deep concern about the direction of current events. Over the next 72 hours, several developments are expected. The High Court will continue analyzing the supplemental evidence. If discrepancies are confirmed, the case could expand dramatically. Congress may issue subpoenas for individuals referenced in the documents. Public hearings are being considered, though these may intensify political division. Legal teams are preparing emergency filings. Analysts expect further leaks as crises of this magnitude rarely stay contained. Markets will likely remain volatile, with investors closely monitoring every new development. Tonight marks a critical turning point, a silent High Court intervention, newly surfaced evidence, internal panic, congressional confusion, market volatility, and Buffett's rare warning have created a perfect storm of uncertainty. What comes next will shape political strategy, institutional credibility, and economic stability for months to come. This story is evolving rapidly, and the consequences could be far-reaching. Stay alert and stay informed as this unprecedented situation continues to unfold.